In this video, I'm going to show you how to instantly fix muscle pain on the back of your thigh. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to go over easy exercises that can give both quick and long-lasting relief for muscle pains on the back of the thigh, including over the hamstrings. A note about these exercises, they each work just a little bit differently. To get the best results, go through them all, use what gives you the most relief. As a bonus, all of the exercises can be done at home, require no special equipment, and you may find give quick muscle pain relief even within 30 seconds. So with that being said, let's get started. So let's start by focusing on a big cause of pain on the back of the thigh, which is a buildup of muscle tightness and tension that can lead to spasms, knots, and trigger points. Here's a really easy self-massage that can help release those and give relief within seconds. For this one, we just need something soft and round. A tennis ball works perfectly, but you can also use something like a lacrosse ball, handball, racquetball. If you don't have any of those, roll up several large socks into a ball. It should work. So if you do have a lot of muscle pain, I would recommend doing this on a softer surface, so the edge of a bed works, also the edge of a couch. If you want something a little bit more intense, go more for a hard surface like the edge of a chair. So this is really straightforward. What we're going to do is we're going to take our ball and place it right over the spot on the thigh that you're having a lot of pain. Like let's say it's right here for me. You're just going to center it over that spot and then slowly press your leg downward to create pressure over that spot. Only go to the point where it's comfortable, not causing any discomfort. We want a comfortable self-massage. Once we feel that, we're then going to overlap our hands like this, put it over the top of our thigh, pretty much right over that spot, and slowly press our leg down to intensify it just slightly. From here, what we want to focus on doing is actually relaxing the hamstring or the back of the leg by tightening the top of the leg. The quadriceps and the hamstrings are antagonists of each other. So as one tightens, the other one will release. That way we can take this one to the next level, dig into those muscle fibers a little bit more and get some more relief. So I'm just going to press in there till it feels very comfortable. And now what I'm going to do is extend my knee, that is bringing my foot up like this. What you want to do is really focus on activating these top muscles on the top of your thigh, the quadriceps. So once you feel that, what you're going to do is then hold this comfortably for 5 seconds, and I know it can be very, very intense, so build into it slowly. And then from there, you're just going to relax by bringing your foot down like this. I like to do this one for about 5 complete repetitions, and with each repetition, I progressively press down into the ball a little bit more to dig into those muscles. Afterwards, see how you feel. If it feels like there's some tightness that still needs to be released, you can throw in as many repetitions as you like. If it feels pretty good, what you can do from there is just switch over any spot, including going over to the other side and repeating until everything is nice and loose. So if you do have one certain spot that just won't release, maybe there's just a really big pocket of muscle tightness in there, this is how we can take it to the next level. So I'm going to take the tennis ball and place it right above the spot that I'm having muscle pain. Maybe there's like a big muscle knot right here over my hamstring. So place it just above that spot. What you're going to do is press into it with our leg until it's comfortable. Take your hands this time around and put them off to your side. What you're going to focus on doing is using your body weight now to roll up and down over that spot just like this. Let the ball glide over it. It generally feels really, really good. I like to do this roughly for about 10 seconds and afterwards see how I feel. Again, if it feels like it needs a little bit more, throw some more repetitions in and progressively try to drive this leg further down into the ball as you do this to dig into those muscle fibers. You can also do a side-to-side movement like this. So place it off to the left of that muscle spasm that you're having and go left to right. It just attacks the muscle fibers a little bit differently. You can also do circular motions like this diagonally, but I would experiment with it. Go through all of those motions, and if anything works out a little bit better at that point, throw more repetitions in. So this next exercise is called hamstring flossing. It also serves as a really good way to stretch the sciatic nerve pathway in the thigh. So if you're dealing with sciatica in the back of your thigh, give this one a try. We're going to start lying on our back. You can do this one in bed or on a floor. Have your knees bent, feet flat. Whatever side that you're having leg pain, let's say it's your left side, you're going to take your hands, place them right behind the knee just like this. Grab onto the back of your thigh. You're then going to slowly pull your knee towards your chest. What you want to feel is a gentle stretch forming in the glutes that then works its way into the back of the thigh. The key with this exercise, we only want a light, gentle stretch to start off with. If you feel it's very deep and intense, back off slightly. From here, we're now going to hold this position and then extend our knee. So it's kind of like straightening it like this, bringing our foot up towards the ceiling. Go up until you feel a really good stretch form in the back of your thigh. Again, we don't want a super deep, intense stretch. It should feel very gentle. Once you feel that, we're again going to hold this position and now add in our flossing motion to take this one to the next level. So imagine pressing into a gas pedal. You're just going to press your foot and toes away from you as much as you can. You should feel a very deep stretch forming in the calf that works its way down into the back of the thigh. It usually feels really, really good. Hold this for a second or two, and then what you're going to do is then bring your toes back towards you like this to engage the muscles just a little bit differently. Again, hold this for a second or two, but keep doing this over and over again for 5 to 10 repetitions in both directions. Afterwards, relax, take a breather. You then want to repeat this whole complete cycle for 3 to 5 times. And with each repetition, you're going to notice the muscles just have a little bit more give to them. They're going to start to lengthen, and at this point, you can build into it just a little bit more with each repetition. Afterwards, see how you feel. If it feels pretty relaxed and pretty good, you're good to go. But I do recommend doing this on both sides just to keep everything in balance. So here's a quick and easy way to get thigh pain relief pretty much anytime, anywhere, including at work. We can do this one seated in a chair. I know a lot of people like to do the classic put your leg out in front of you, try to touch your toes type stretch to really hit the hamstrings, but it's actually not the greatest exercise because it tends to round the back, which can lead to irritation, and it doesn't target those muscles that efficiently. So here's a better way to do it. So whatever side that you're having thigh pain, let's say it's your right side, straighten your knee, press your heel down into the floor as much as you can until you feel a gentle activation of the leg muscles. Toes are going to be straight up towards the ceiling. What we're going to do is hold this position, have our back nice and straight, and put our hands right on our hips. What we're going to focus on doing is rocking our hips and pelvis forward. So we're creating an anterior pelvic tilt. The more that you rock those hips forward, the more that you're going to feel those muscles in the back of the thigh start to engage, including the hamstrings. It usually feels really good. It's a great stretch. Hold this comfortably for 5 seconds. You're going to release it, and then you're going to repeat this 5 to 10 times. And with each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. And then afterwards, I do recommend switching to the other side and repeating just to keep everything in balance. So this is how you can take this exercise to the next level and engage some more muscles, especially if you have a lot of back pain. So let's get back into our original stretch like this, but this time around I'm going to hold this position, take my hands off my hips and put them straight upward towards the ceiling like this. And then I'm going to tilt my body away from that side. So if it's my right leg, I'm going to tilt my back towards the left. This will help open up the side a little bit more. You should feel a really good stretch from the bottom of the ribs into the lower back towards the hip. Again, hold this for 5 seconds and then relax. Give that one a try. Another movement that you can do is a rotational stretch. So let's get back into our original stretch. Put our arms out in front of us just like this, kind of like a genie position, and I'm going to rotate my back towards the other side. So I'm rotating towards the left, holding that for 5 seconds. You can also rotate towards the side of pain with this one too. So go through all of those movements. If one helps out a little bit more, at that point throw more repetitions in. Just make sure to do this on both sides to keep everything in balance. So here's an exercise that is perfect to do daily, especially if you have chronic muscle pain in the back of your thighs. It's called the hamstring bridge, and it's going to focus more on strengthening muscles to give long-lasting relief. Great part is you can do this one in bed or on a floor. Just start off lying flat on your back like this. Let's begin with the bridge first. We're going to have our legs roughly hip width apart, knees bent, feet flat. Brace or tighten your core muscles by taking your belly button towards your spine and also squeeze your glutes. This will help support the back just a little bit more. You can take your hands, put them on your hips or off to your side for support. The first movement, pretty straightforward. We're just going to lift our hips upward towards the ceiling like this until our body is in a nice straight line from our knees to our hips to our shoulders. If you're unable to get into this position, either due to pain or weakness, like let's say you can only go up an inch or two, do the best you can. Hopefully over time you'll gain strength and flexibility to get into this position, but you should feel a ton of muscles start to fire. The core, the lower back, and also the glutes and the legs. But this is how we're going to take it to the next level and really focus on the hamstrings and the back of the thigh. We're going to hold this position and now press our heels into the bed or the floor and point our toes upward towards the ceiling. And now we're just going to walk our heels out slowly like this, straightening our legs. As you do this, you're really going to feel the muscles on the back of your thighs start to engage. So do the best you can. Take a breather and then repeat this whole cycle about 5 to 10 times and really challenge yourself to walk out as much as you can. Afterwards, if it feels like you have a little bit more energy, you can always throw in as many repetitions as you like. But this is a great daily strengthening exercise that you can do right in bed that can give long-lasting relief. If the exercises help, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.